No, 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 they don't know that. No, 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 they don't know that. When I was 5, I would practice to be the first black James Bond. Or a Brit Will Smith blowing up spaceships with stars.
Olo.
Welcome to Soft Chaos. This is a special Christmas video. We're doing a Premier League review. It's a sort of special review. Just there's gonna be a lot of games between these 2 months, that's December and January. So I figured I'll pop a video out for these 2 months, like I said in the last couple of videos. I don't want this video to be long. It's gonna be 10-15 minutes at most, so you guys should strap in and we're gonna get right into it. And before we go on, like, subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna get right into it.
Or a Brit Will Smith blowing up spaceships with stars. I tried to be the best sweet boy singing F Cisco bars. My mom said find your craft or you'll find you're a master or not.
So I'm gonna go through the 4 games we've played between the 3rd and the 13th. First was Liverpool versus Sunderland. We drew that game 1-1. Not really much to talk about. Sunderland has been overperforming this season. They also drew against Arsenal, who are the current leaders of the league. So I wasn't really expecting, especially with the form that we were in at the time, I wasn't really expecting us to come out with a win in that game. So a draw was fine. If I remember well, I think they scored first and then we equalized. Standouts, Florian played an amazing game. I remember, I think he in my opinion, he got a goal, but apparently because he got significantly deflected off a defender, they gave it as an own goal. So that was that. The second game was on the 6th against Leeds. We drew that game as well. Again, Leeds, they haven't been playing great, but against the bigger teams, they've actually been holding their own. And I remember we were leading the game 2-0. We basically gave up a 2-0 lead. They got the game to 2-2. We got the game to 3-2. I think a Szoboszlai goal. And at the last minute, the very last kick of the game, the player they had just subbed on, I can't remember his name now, I'll put him up on the screen, came in and equalized the game for them. And I was shocked. But then again, with the form we've been on, this is kind of what I expected. Our defense has been shambolic this season. But the standouts for that game was Ekitike. He got himself a brace. He's been playing really well this season. I think that brace made it so he had 5 goals in the Premier League, and I think 8 in all competitions. So yeah, it was a really good game. And it was after that game that Salah had his interview where he went after the coach and the club and all of that. But we'll talk about that later. I'll move on to the next game now, which was the Champions League game on the 9th against Inter Milan. A lot of people keep saying the game was boring. I don't think they watched it, but I watched it and I didn't think it was boring. We kept a clean sheet in the San Siro, so we were away from home. We kept a clean sheet. San Siro is not an easy place to go to. Inter Milan is not an easy team to play against, but we kept a clean sheet against them, and we finished the game 1-0. Now, a lot of people could say the penalty that we got to give us the 1-0 was soft. You could say that, but then I would say if that tackle happened anywhere else on the field, it would have been a foul because you did pull his shirt for really no reason. And earlier in the game, we had scored a goal through a corner kick that was disallowed, apparently because there was a handball, which was by anybody's standard, and in my opinion, by Premier League standard, would have been considered and wouldn't have been considered a handball. So I think it all evened out. But the point is we kept a clean sheet and we won that game. And then the next game was December 13, Liverpool versus Brighton. We also won that 2-0. I really liked the way we looked in that game. It was we looked we looked good. Like Ekatike got a brace. We kept the defense was still looking a bit shaky, but way better than it looked in the last couple of games. We kept clean sheet again, which to me is very important. And yeah, winning that game pretty much meant we had gone unbeaten in our last 5 games, which was we drew three and we won three and drew two, and the 3 games we won, they were, I'm pretty sure, all with clean sheets. So it's a good sign looking up. Um, so that's pretty much the quick rundown of that. So for the Brighton game, I was just really impressed with Eketike. That guy is a baller. He's good. Like, and it makes me wonder why we spent all that money. I mean, I already told you guys I didn't like Isaac, but it highlights even further because I keep wondering. Okay, we have Eketike. What's the point of Isaac right now? Those are the 4 games we played, and then I wanted to talk a little bit about the Salah interview. I think by now, pundits, media, everybody has given their take on the Salah situation. I'm happy Salah and Slot were able to sit down and have a conversation, and he was back on the team for the Brighton game. I was really happy for that. He got an assist even in the Brighton game, so that made me really, really happy. Salah is, in my opinion, a Premier League great. This is a player that has 190 goals, fourth highest goal scorer in Premier League history, with 90 assists. Altogether, you're looking at, for just Liverpool, well, so far on the assist and goals leaderboard all time combined, he has about 190 plus 90. You're looking at about 280 goals and assists. Not a lot of players can boast that. So yeah, for me, he's a Premier League legend and he's a baller. So I was really happy to see him back on the team. I'm not gonna criticize too much. It's gone, it's gone. I think Salah knew the interview was unnecessary, and again, like I said, I'm glad they were able to sit down and sort it out. We'll leave that to the wayside. I am yes, some things I have noticed, because yes, a lot of fans will say, "Oh yeah, we've gone 5 games unbeaten," but I'm really desperate for this form to keep going, because so far for these 4 games I'm talking about, I'm still not giving the team a very high rating, because yes, we've not lost, but I'm not really, like, what I'm seeing is not making me excited. So I want the form to keep going. I think Eketike, in my opinion, should not be dropped for anybody, especially not Isak. So he needs to be on the team. He needs to be playing. Sobozla is looking good. Florian, better than I. He's adapting more than I had mentioned during the last video, but I think he needs to still pick it up a little bit more. Um, Isak, Isak is just frustrating me. Every 2 games he plays, he picks up an injury. He looks tired during the games. He's unable to get involved. He keeps trying to get involved, even though in reality, what the kind of player he is, he really just needs to sit at the very edge of the opponent's defensive line and wait for the ball to come to him. So he knows he just has to slot it in. So that might be down to the fact that the team might not be playing to his strengths, but I really, for me it's beginning to not feel that way. I will still give him his 1 season, but, and it might also be because I have a bias, but I think 130 million pounds was too much to pay for Isaac, and I think we're beginning to see that right now. So, but he will get his season. So, in my opinion, next season is when I'll really start judging him, because if you're still playing like this next season, I think by the end of next season you should be sold. You're being a waste man at that point. Um, but yeah, and we're just gonna quickly talk about the rest of the league. Just three teams I really want to talk about. Arsenal, the current top position in the league. Um, they are looking a bit shaky. They had a loss to Aston Villa, and they barely scraped by a win against Wolves. So I know I've hammered on this before, they might bottle it, but well, I don't want to be bad-mouthed, but I'm gonna just say if Arsenal doesn't win the league at this stage, because we're not gonna be hearing any excuses of, oh, Man City was back on form. This will be the fourth season in a row where you should have won the league and you didn't win it. If you don't win the league after this season, I think your club, the fans, the players need to start asking some serious questions of Arteta. Does he need to be there? And it's not just Arteta. If Arteta is the problem, sort it out. If the players are the problem, sort it out. Whatever the problem is, y'all niggas need to sort that out. For Man U, I think they are looking surprisingly good. And I hate to say that because I'm a Liverpool fan. I think they are looking surprisingly good. I'll give them their props. I didn't think they would be this high in the table, like at this stage in the season. But I also don't think they are going to be able to keep this up. I think they have too many new players in, and Ruben is still trying to work out some kinks in the team. So he's going to need some time to sort all of that out. So I'm not really worried. But then, this is me, a Liverpool fan, saying this. My team is currently doing shambolically right now. So take that with a grain of salt. And finally, Sunderland. I've been hyping these guys up all season, and I think they are really gonna surprise a lot of you. They will, at the rate they are gonna break this trend of teams coming up from the Premiership, the Championship, sorry, and going right back down, because Sunderland has drawn or beaten every top 6 team in the Premier League this season. They drew against us, Liverpool. They drew against Arsenal. I think they drew against Man City as well. They beat Man U. They are really, really playing well. And I'm kind of, not really, I won't really say jealous of Sunderland fans, but like, I'm happy for them. Their team is playing really well. And if they keep this up, they could see themselves finish, maybe not in like Europa League or Champions League, but at least very close to the European spots, which for a team that just got relegated is a really good place to end the season at. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. Like I said, I don't want to waste time on the video today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Subscribe, be nice to each other down there, and have a happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
New videos uploaded every week. So subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy the journey.
Craft, you'll find you're a master of none. I never chose one. So my dog, I'm a G. They say I'm too fast. So fast, got an ADHD. I killed the boy.